what is your name and how did you hear about Optimize Receivables?
Hi, my name is Cynthia Mickens, and I was introduced to Optimize through a previous director that we had in place at the time. And he had worked for another company and strongly recommended them or you all as a partner. And that's how we got introduced, and it's been a great relationship.
Awesome. So what services did you use?
Um, well, we've used many, so I would say back office support. We've got onboarding and ticket recommendations. We built customer specific rules. We've revamped our process documentation. We do biweekly touch point calls with the team. We discuss their statements, their workload, and we track escalation topics. So, I mean, there's so many things that we've partnered with.
So from the time that you started with Optimize, what was kind of the situation and how did you use the services at that point?
Okay, so all of this got started to be onboarded right when everybody went out for COVID.
Mhm.
So we transferred from an ERP to S4, and then we did the full Cash App DMS collections modules were launched, and we kind of came out of that a little, I don't know, just derailed a little bit because there was just one person in deductions, myself, and everybody was trying to transition out of the old ERP, and we just felt like we were struggling a little bit, and we needed some solid direction and some support to get us through these difficult times. It was difficult on many levels, right?
Right.
I think that you helped stabilize us, get us in a good groove and a good pattern on how to implement the tools to the best of our abilities, and then also give us just the right kind of direction to manage the tools and then utilize them in a way that's going to be beneficial for the company.
Awesome. And so once you stabilize, then what was the next piece that came after that, where you maybe continued to use the service?
So we got the the expanding of a team. We've got multiple team players now onboarded. And so we've had the ability to like set up some customer specific rules like we had spoke about, and then keep our training documentation up to date, do things that we can separate different accounts to the analysts, and just really basically getting people on board and getting our training docs in order, which we've done. And so consistency has been the main part of this, where our training docs are well in place. Everyone is trained on them, and we can speak to each other in a knowledgeable way based on all of the documentation that we have in place and the consistent training across the board. So I think
Outstanding.
that it's given us a lot of confidence that we can make good decisions, and we can make the changes in the system that are visible to the leadership team if that needs to be extracted in some kind of an analytical base. So I think that us being consistent in the way we process deductions has really helped across the board.
Outstanding. And I was thinking about the expansion into even Canada, once you got stabilized.
So we did launch Canada sometime after the US went. So we had some basic roadmap here to get them onboarded out of our old ERP as well. We did find them a smidge more difficult because of just processes and things that they already had in place. And
Right.
so it was very good to have a good foundation to start with, and a good system that we already had in place in the US to help us navigate the onboarding of Canada.
Awesome.
Mhm.
And then how would you describe your service or your experience with Optimize in general?
Well, for one thing, you're super supportive. You're willing to jump in and help us, even with the simplest of questions, like, why is that happening? What could we do to make that better. We've worked on many projects together with the grocery line and some other difficult customers where we tried to get them on a better path, right? So we have less deductions, helping us isolate certain customers' pricing behaviors and things like that. So we've had some tools put into place to help us navigate that. You've been invaluable to my department. I know that for sure, because we have lots of deductions, and anything we can do to streamline that process is greatly appreciated. So just a great partnership all the way around.
Outstanding. And then the final question is, would you recommend Optimize Receivables?
I would. I would. We started out, shaky. We didn't know how to navigate things, and you brought that perspective to the team as far as you've got the history behind you. You help us navigate and set good processes in place. So I think it's a great partnership, and I would definitely recommend your company, and it helps us partner on our journey as well. We're here to support each other. That's what I feel like we're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Cynthia. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome.